Shinnecock Hills Golf Club. The strategy of the pros. Welcome back to Bite-Sized Golf Wisdom. Today we are tackling the ultimate test in golf course management strategy, Shinnecock Hills, as the U.S. Open takes center stage. We aren't just looking at the highlight reel. We are looking at the scorecard-saving decisions that separate the field. Shinnecock is a masterclass in risk management. It's narrow, it's fast, and it's firm. But here's the secret. The pros aren't playing the course the way you think they are. They aren't chasing birdies. They are defending against bogey and double bogey. Today, I'm going to show you 3 strategic pillars from this U.S. Open that you can apply to your own local course to immediately lower your scores. Okay, viewers, let's dive in. Part 1. The Death Side Philosophy. All right, golfers, let's talk about your approach shots. Amateurs tend to look for the flag. If the pin is tucked in the back right, the amateur aims back right. If it's behind a deep bunker, the amateur tries to carry that bunker. Shinnecock. That is a recipe for a double bogey and scorecard blow-ups. The pros utilize a concept called the 10-yard buffer. They visualize a grid on every green. They identify the death side, the side of the green, where a miss leaves an impossible up and down. If the pin is tucked, the pro ignores it. They aim for the center of the largest portion of the green. Why? Because their shot dispersion, the area where their ball is statistically likely to land, is the size of a small car. If they aim at the center, that car lands on the green. If they aim at the pin, half of that car is in the bunker or the long fescue. Actionable lesson number 1. Next time you play, stop aiming at the flag. Identify the safe zone on the green, usually the middle, and aim there. If you make a 20-foot putt, great. If you 2-putt for par, that is a win. Part 2. The Shinnecock Tour. Okay, let's look at 3 holes that define this course and how to think through them. First, hole 7, the Redan. This is a classic long par 3. The amateur sees a bunker short and tries to fly the ball all the way to the flag. The pro, however, plays the ground. They know the green slopes from right to left. They land the ball short right of the green and let the slope feed it toward the hole. Here's a viewer lesson for you on this point. Stop trying to fly everything. Instead, use the terrain. Hope you're enjoying this course management strategy video. Please subscribe to the channel for similar insights. Okay, viewers, let's next dive into the long par 4 holes at Shinnecock like hole 14. These holes demand to perfect shots. If you miss the fairway, the U.S. Open rough is punishing. The pro understands that a bogey here is an acceptable score. They take their medicine, chip back into the fairway, and play for a bogey. Actionable lesson number 2. The hero shot is what kills your scorecard. If you're in deep trouble, move the ball forward, not forward, and toward the hole. Finally, the closing stretch holes 16 through to 18. This, golfers, is where mental fatigue hits. The pros use a reset routine. Before every shot, they take a deep breath to lower their heart rate. Actionable lesson number 3. When you get to the 16th hole, your brain can get tired. That's when your swing gets sloppy. Force yourself to step back, reevaluate your target, and stick to your routine. Part 3. The short game flight test. If you watch the pros around the greens at Shinnecock, you'll notice something interesting. They rarely grab their sand wedge for everything. They are masters of flight. If they have green to work with, they might use an 8-iron to bump the ball along the ground. If they need to clear a ridge, they typically use a lob wedge. Most amateurs try to force one club to do everything. It creates inconsistency. The drill. Next time you're on the practice green, take 2 balls. Chip to the same hole using an 8-iron, and then chip using your most lofted wedge. Notice how the ball releases differently. If you learn to control your trajectory, you stop guessing how much the ball will roll. Start calculating it. That is the difference between a chip that leaves a 10-footer and a chip that leaves a tap-in. Okay, let's summarize what you can take away from this video. Shinnecock Hills is brutal, but it's fair. It punishes the greedy and rewards the disciplined. The best golfer on the course this week won't be the one with the most spectacular birdies. It'll be the one who hits the fewest catastrophic shots. Strategy is the great equalizer. You don't need a tour-level swing to play smart golf. You just need to respect the course, manage your risks, and accept that boring par golf is the fastest way to a personal best. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that subscribe button for more strategy deep dives. Tell me in the comments, what is the one hole at your home course that always ruins your score? Tell me why, and I'll give you a strategy to conquer it next time. Enjoy the US Open, and I'll see you on the next video.